Imagine this. The sand under your feet, seemingly ordinary and dull, holds a secret. It contains iron, one of the most abundant and useful metals known to mankind. Indeed, the common beach sand is a rich source of iron. You might be wondering how this is possible. Well, sand is made up of tiny particles of rocks and minerals, and one of these minerals happens to be iron. Now you may be asking, how do we extract iron from sand? It's not as complicated as it may sound. The process is quite fascinating, and it all starts with a magnet. First, you gather a handful of sand, then you bring a strong magnet close to the sand. Iron particles, being magnetic, will cling to the magnet. Next, you carefully remove the iron particles from the magnet. This step might be a bit tricky because the iron particles will strongly adhere to the magnet, but with a bit of patience and a steady hand, you can do it. Once you've separated the iron particles, you're not quite done yet. The iron is still mixed with sand and other impurities, so you need to purify it. This is done through a process called smelting. Smelting involves heating the iron particles in a furnace at very high temperatures. This causes the iron to melt and separate from the impurities. The molten iron is then cooled and solidified, and what you're left with is pure iron. So there you have it, the process of extracting iron from sand. It may seem like a lot of work for a small amount of iron, but it's an interesting demonstration of how resources can be found in the most unexpected places. In summary, extracting iron from sand involves several steps. Gathering sand, using a magnet to attract the iron particles, carefully removing the iron particles from the magnet, and finally purifying the iron through smelting. It's a process that reveals the hidden potential in everyday materials, and it's a testament to the wonders of science. So the next time you're walking on the beach and you feel the sand under your feet, remember, you're not just stepping on tiny grains of rock. You're stepping on tiny particles of iron, waiting to be discovered and put to use.